Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is the one and only, yes, Drop Gems. Thank you for joining me for another video. I'm just going to jump head first right into it. Spoilers ahead. We're going to do a review, massive fucking rant on Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, 1982's Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. This is the third installment in the Halloween series, back from the day. And yes, look at this shit, man. This movie here, I have a million things I probably want to say about it, and I probably won't say them, but let's just start off. We're going to go through the plot, of course. I'm going to try to go through the plot, guys. My fucking stomach, if it lets me get through this shit, this piece of shit, I'll fucking do it. And anyone I want to address, anyone says this movie is good and you should watch it or pick up the Blu-ray or Steelbook or anything of the sort, or watch it or spend time, an hour and 38 minutes of your time with a loved one or away from loved ones to watch this fucking movie or spend your expenses. No way. Not on merchandise, not on fucking talking about it. I want to waste my spit or saliva speaking to a friend about this movie. Fuck no. Would never mention it. Anyone says the only reason this movie is mentioned, and everyone knows why. And the reason is there is no Michael Myers in this film at all. And I'll tell you a story. I was a little kitty kid, and I was looking forward to seeing Halloween 3. My father picked it up on Laserdisc, because it's released on Laserdisc back in the early 90s. And yeah, I couldn't believe there was no Michael Myers. I was waiting to see Michael Myers. I could not believe that this was a Halloween movie, everybody, because there was no Michael Myers. There wasn't. There was no Myers in this movie. There was no warning about it. I didn't believe this was the same, coming from the same series, from number 2 or number 1. I said, this is not the same movie. And obviously it wasn't. They want to do something different, and they fucking failed, and they deserved to fail. And the reason why they failed, everybody, you know why. Here it is, written in Wikipedia. See it for yourself. Mr. Carpenter here with Deborah Hill, his ex. Look at this fucking guy, man. It's like, let me explain something to you guys. It feels like, to me, an analogy or metaphor I want to use with this, like Sean S. Cunningham, the same thing he did with Jason. He didn't want to make Jason anymore. He didn't want to make movies about Jason. He wanted to kill the monster like he did, and so did Carpenter. He wanted to kill the monster right after the first one. He wanted it dead, and he did it. He tried to do it, and he almost did it. And you got to blame John Carpenter, because it says here, when he was approached about making a third Halloween, he said, listen, yes, I will do it, but I'm reluctant to do it because I'm not going to do it really, but to pledge my commitment. See, guys, a big thing for John, commitment. And yeah, you fuck. And Carpenter and Hill agreed to do this number 3 movie, but then no Michael Myers. It meant no Michael Myers because they didn't want the direct sequel. But now he wants a direct sequel. He wants to talk about Myers. Yeah, he's getting old. The money's got to come in. He wasn't that of a successful director, guys, financially. You know that. So he doesn't have much money. Now he does. But he does it. He didn't. Now he does. But, there's something up with this fucking guy. And I love John Carpenter. I love a lot of his movies. So, there's probably, hopefully I get to do a lot of rants on his movies that are awesome. But this shit right here, man, like, what the fuck? So, excuse me, guys. He fucking... Whew. Excuse me. He's making me sneeze. And, this guy here. So anyways, sorry about that. And I don't edit my shit. I got one long thought, and that's how we're gonna fucking do this. And that's how it gets out, the real deal, telling the truth from the heart, dropping gems. Let's do this. So anyways, you know the story behind this film pretty much. It fails. It fails because there's no Myers. And then 20, 30, 40 years from now, people today on their channels are saying, let me go back to this point real quick, that they wanted to kill this monster. So Carpenter wanted to kill the monster just like Dr. Frankenstein wanted to kill his monster once he realized it was out of control and he couldn't control it, that he wanted to kill it. Like in the Frankenstein movies, just like Mr. Carpenter and Sean S. Cunningham, when they saw their monster get out of control and they knew they couldn't control it anymore, for some reason they wanted to kill it off. And he almost was successful, Mr. Carpenter. But of course we know Myers is too strong. We know that shit. Fuck off, Mr. Carpenter. You failed at that. You failed at trying to cut him off and bring him. You failed at everything, Mr. Halloween. You only did what you're supposed to do, and that's it. Do what you're supposed to do, Mr. Carpenter, yes, and back out of the way if you don't have a good fucking thought, or you want to. Anyways, you guys know the truth. It's here in writing. Let's get to it. So Halloween 3, and like I said too, people want to scam you. They want to scam you guys, telling you that this movie is worth your time in watching or buying, or it's up there in the ranking. I can't believe any motherfucker that has this movie not at the bottom or even on their Halloween ranking list. You have this movie as a Halloween movie on your ranking fucking list because it's called Halloween? You bastard. I hate your channels. I hate your lies. You're spewing fuck lies. You dick-riding lies. Get over it. Go. Get over it, Drop Gems. I know, I'll get over it. Leave me a comment about this piece of shit garbage. There's a cool kill. I'm gonna be honest. There's a cool kill in the beginning of this fucking movie, but that's it. That's it. You don't want to follow this shit, and you can follow it. It's just they try to do something, man, and it just doesn't work, and it'll never work. When you call something Halloween and don't have Michael Myers, don't fucking call it Halloween. Everybody knows that. There's already opinions you've heard. You shouldn't call it a Halloween. That was a cool kill as well. You have really cool kills. Do that shit alone. Do it separate from something else than Myers. You know, what a fuck up that was. This is the first movie probably in history that really dropped the ball, guys, that really had false advertising. And ever since this movie probably came out in 82, they couldn't do that no more. You know, this is bullshit. Bullshit. Even by this trailer. Fuckers. You know, anybody says this shit's in it, you know, got some kind of large thought or large sense about society, and look at this shit, man. They're trying to break this movie down and analyze it. It's not even worth my fucking time with this joke, this joker, Tom Atkins, and joke fucking movies. Joker. Yeah, let's move on. Get to this fucking stupid plot. You guys aren't gonna believe this plot. Anyways, the movie bombed. You know, 14 million for a Halloween movie. Well, technically it didn't bomb. It takes 2.5 million. It made 14 because people are like, it's gonna be much. I can't believe being a person in 82. I was on Laserdisc back in the early 90s at my home, safely, not able to hurt, you know, Rant. If I was in the theater and I sat through this whole fucking thing and didn't see Myers at any point except on the TV, a TV in a movie that I'm watching this on, this is terrible. I would have. Oh yeah, I would have went up. I would have won my money back. I would have. Wow, why would you give people their money back then? You got to give them their money back. There should have been a riot in the theater. I would have rioted in that theater. This is crazy. This fucking movie. Terrible, man. It haunted my nightmares, guys. It really did, and it wasn't in a good way. I couldn't fucking believe I was hanging on for Myers. Nothing. You get these little kids with shit masks, but everybody praises these masks. How do you praise a fucking skull? I see this at Dollar General, guys. I see this at Dollar General. These fucking masks. Look at that. They're selling it. Look at that knockoff. Way better than the fucking movie. This is crazy. And I'm just joking about that. But yeah, you know what's up. Take all that time and money to put in these stupid fucking masks. Look at that shit. That is actually pretty cheap. Look at this. Look at this. I think someone else did it in another movie. This is fucking unbelievable, guys. So you got this movie anyways. Let's go to this fucking plot. I have so much more millions of points to make on this movie, but I want to call everybody out that fucks and rates this movie on a fucking Halloween rank list. Oh, I want to just crawl through YouTube on that one. Shut down your shit. Shouldn't even be called a Halloween fan or a horror fan or a movie fucking critic or anything. Critic. Riddick. Should Riddick your ass in the dark. Terrible fucking excuse for a channel. Excuse for speaking words. Anyways, look at this shit. Gosh, I'm not gonna mention this. Stop it. Stop it. Right, guys. Stop it. Just like he says at the end. This fucking movie, the line everybody knows, right? Everybody says that line all the time. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it with this fucking movie. Stop it. Stupid lies. Stop it with your lies. Atkins is saying that to you. That's right. Stop it. See? You see his ass. You hear him. Stop it. These fucking lies. Let's go through this stupid ass plot. Anyways, on not even on Halloween, guys, but on October 23rd, you see that. See that? Not even on Halloween. Carpenter or whoever wrote this movie. Okay, give props to the music. I'll give props to the fuck. This rant is going on too long. Movie doesn't even deserve my shit. So yeah, the music is good. I'll give it this movie that. The opening music, the main theme, or whatever you want to call it. And guess who does the music, everyone? Of course, John Carpenter. And he really wants to make this shit special, doesn't he? He really wants to push his little anthology series to the fucking max with that jingle, Jolly. Good shit, dude. That's the only good thing I can mention in the 2 kills. We're gonna go through this shit. I don't even know if we're gonna mention them. I don't give a fuck. I'm ending this video. I'm through. It's giving me a headache. Okay, so even just on October 23rd, guys, it doesn't even say 31st of Halloween anywhere in this Wikipedia, and it's a Halloween movie. Your fucking sorry ass excuse, all you people that praise this movie, and I'm crawling. I'm gonna throw up. Throw up. It's nauseating to me, you people. So, anyways, the shop owner here. There's a shop owner guy. You open up this movie. Some dude's running. You don't know why the fuck he's running. He's running. Guess what? He's running because there's some weird fucker changed, some Dick Warlock or whatever from the second movie. They give him a part in this. You know, Carpenter. He's gonna get his friends in there, pay him some cash to do shit acting work. So, anyways, that happens. The dude in the suit, whatever. He doesn't get the guy. The guy's able to call the police in time, and he's warning them. He's saying, you know, commercial, Shamrock, whatever the fuck he's saying to the doctor here. And of course, it's Mr. Tommy Atkins. And Mr. Tommy Atkins is like, huh? He's pretty intrigued, though. So anyways, the guy ends up murdered. One of these dudes in the suits, Mr. Warlock, comes in and does him. You know, nasty. Yeah, good kill. And then he goes out. Look at that scene. Tom Atkins follows him. Yeah, and it boggles your mind of obviously what you're seeing, because it has nothing to do with Haddonfield, nothing to do with Jamie Lee Curtis, nothing to do with Michael Myers, nothing to do with Halloween at all. So you're kind of boggled by that, but more boggled by this fucker who goes out there and just puts gasoline on himself in his car and lights up a lighter, and he's done, man. He explodes instantly, and Atkins is just traumatized with this event. He wants to know why this guy did this like this. He wants to know why he did it like that. You know, it ain't about the murder. He probably sees death or the death. He sees that all the time. He's a doctor. The thing was how this guy did this. Why he murdered this guy in the hospital and killed himself this way. Who the fuck does that? So that's what he's thinking. So anyways, you go through this and he wants to do some research. He wants to become a fucking detective. And you see Carpenter's friends in this movie. You know, see Annie from the first one. You see a lot of cameos from people you know in movies, from Halloween and shit. It's just terrible. Oh, those fucking people. So you can help with these people, your friends, by just giving them the money you make. You know, not by putting them in every one of your fucking movies. You know, Rob Zombie, everybody else, you know, fuck off. Just pay him the money that you make. That'll help your friend more. So check it out. I'm not going to see that shit over and over. You do, because they're your friend. But we don't. So just keep it behind the camera. Pay him. Anyways, pay him to be your friend. Fuck this shit. So Mr. Atkins here he turns into a detective. See, so he was a doctor, but fuck that. He's really a detective. And he takes this hot chick that just comes into the picture out of nowhere, but you'll see why. But, you know, comes out of the picture of nowhere, by the fuck, yeah. And they ride off to the sunset. No, they ride off and they're looking, they'll follow these clues, and there's some kills in between, because these masks here are programmed to go off and kill people at Halloween. So when Halloween comes, bam, you know, so he's seeing these commercials, and that's cool. I like that vibe, because you always want to put Halloween in a Halloween movie, period, when you're calling it Halloween, or you know, the genre's Halloween, or the feel's Halloween, or the theme is Halloween. You want to put something Halloween and keep it in the audience's mind, the viewer's mind, of what the feel is of this fucking movie and where you're at, what time frame, you know, how you're supposed to feel, and they do that. So props to them on that. See, not biased. Anyways, keeping this shit honest. And he's flying around with this really hot chick. She's a cutie. Where is she? They don't even show her. Look at this. First images just show her. That's it. There she is. And you see her, and you know it's cool. And he bangs her out in the hotel. So it's cool. And some shit goes down. A woman dies in the hotel. Fucking one of the masks. You never want to do that. And bam, she gets lasered to the face. Woo. That's a cool kill. Anyways, you move on from that, and he finally gets to the factory here with the boss man, you know, the big boss man, you know, the big fucking head honcho here. And, you know, who cares where he comes from? Who cares what his master scheme is? Because it's fucking fails, and you know why it fails, guys? Because it's not even a master scheme. You know, I don't even want to read the Wikipedia on this shit. I don't even want to tell you what his master scheme is, but it's so complicated and so impossible and just so stressful that he doesn't accomplish it. And who would? You know, and you could say he does at the end, but get the fuck out of here. We'll talk about that ending in a second, because I'm done with this rant. So anyways, he does his little master fuck plan, and Tom Atkins gets free, because he's like, you know, you're the only one that can stop me, Mr. Tommy Atkins. you found me out in this factory, and then you found out my master plan. But anyways, he gets away, Mr. Tommy, and he wants to warn the world, guys. He wants to warn them. Back then, in the 80s, all they had was landline phones. So he got to get to a landline phone, and there you go. He gets to that landline phone here, and he starts screaming, "Stop it! Stop it!" Like you see with this movie, they should have stopped it. I think he's calling the director. I think he's calling John Carpenter or whoever. Stop it! Stop it! And Carpenter's like, "I tried to, guys. That's why we're making this movie, to stop the fucking Myers, to stop this beast of money." Anyways, you see him on the phone at the end there, and this is a classic line, of course. "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!" Whatever. Everybody references that stupid shit. No one does. No one references that shit. You would slap the crap out of them if they were acting like that in your face, saying that stuff. You speak English. Talk. Speak a language. Speak any kind of language, and I'm gonna understand you. I'm gonna, just by your visual. But that is, okay. Let's move on. Halloween, guys. Halloween 3, and it ends. Basically that's how the movie ends. He is screaming into the phone to stop it, and we're not gonna even decipher that. It's supposed to leave you like, oh my gosh, oh no, the kids are gonna or everyone that wears the mask, not just kids, but everyone that wears these masks are gonna get it, man. There's gonna be insects, and everybody says, oh, that's such a cool part where the insects come out of there. I didn't even mention that part. Did you notice that? Because that's not even worth mentioning. Look at him. He's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. He's like, this is so fucking easy. He's like, hell yeah. Oh, this is terrible. Anyways, so anyone that has this movie on their Halloween rank list, anything above the pity witty of the last fucking line of their list, oh boy. Yeah. So I hope I didn't offend anyone. Haha. No, I really hope you guys, heard my unbiased opinion on this. I did give this movie some praise here and there about the music, about the kills. What else? I did say something else. So, yeah, thanks for listening to this massive movie rant. Fuck this movie. When I was younger, it disappointed me so bad, guys. It broke my heart. And you know that. You can hear it. And, yeah, it'll break your heart. Don't watch this movie. Peace.